Hello to my fellow Habs fans, thanks for joining me today. If you're new, my name is Neil, and in this video we are going to look at the new Montreal Canadiens Reverse Retro 2.0 jersey, give our thoughts. There's not really many to give because they didn't really do anything too drastic, but what they did is, I think, a decent decision. I'm conflicted on this jersey. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail in this, but that's my quick opinion of this jersey. Let's bring up the first image that I saw. We did know it was going to be the baby blue, or the Expos kind of inspired jersey, which is, I think, an okay option. It's a very beautiful color. So in this image, we got to see the color in action for the first time. I think it looks really good. Not much to dissect here because it looks like the home jersey, but the colors have been changed. Let's move on to the next image that I initially saw. So Montreal there with 1979 as the year on the back. That was one of, if not the best year in the Montreal Canadiens history. So this jersey is supposed to be representative of, I guess, that year for Montreal, but there's, I guess, some Expos, influence in here as well. But in 1979, the Montreal Canadiens wore a dark red jersey that's exactly the same, essentially, as their home jersey now. So is this retro? Not really. Not really. Let's go to the next one. You see the name on the back, the nameplate. I think that looks okay. Not necessarily in this lighting, but on the ice it looks pretty good. Let's go on to the next one. You can see the number kit. I think that looks good. Going with white was the right decision. And then you can see a little bit more of the striping on the arm. Now the next photo is the first photo that I saw, which was the entire jersey essentially. And the ad, don't like the ad on there. At least it's, kind of the same blue, but still don't like it. But general impression, you took the home jersey, you changed the red to a lighter blue, and then you changed the neck from white to the same to the darker blue that you see in the bottom stripe. They didn't really do anything. This was like the most low effort reverse retro, other than, I guess, Carolina's was kind of low effort as well. But they didn't really do much. And like the Canadiens are one of the most historic franchises in the entire NHL, if not the most historic. They've got other uniform options and jersey options to choose from. They've got the blue one with the C. We've got the crazy thing here, which they brought back in 2009, I think. And then they've got that, I think it was a red one, green or red. No, it was red with like green maple leaf or something on it, I think. And then they got the barber pole jersey. And they got the one with the globe. Like, there's other options for this team, and they didn't use any of them. They didn't use anything retro in their history to bring back and reverse it, or whatever they need to do to it. They just kind of changed their home jersey to a color that they've never used in their entire history, the baby blue, which is, it's just very strange. It's just, I don't know. But that's the thing. It looks good. It looks good, so I'm very conflicted. Next image here, we got the full uniform. The pants, incorrect shade of blue. So they're just using their regular pants that they normally wear. I find that incredibly lazy. A lot of teams went through the effort to wear specific pants that were color matched, and they look really good. Montreal did not do that. The shade of blue is completely wrong here, but the socks individually look great. The gloves, to me, don't really match the jersey all that well. There's too much red in the gloves, so I'm not a fan of that. And then the shade of blue on the helmet doesn't really match either. Let's go on to the next photo. Jake Allen here. I think his kit looks pretty good, actually. It matches that blue quite well. I like the whole kind of white style. It really helps that blue kind of stand out. The next image I have is just another view of the uniform. So you can see that the gloves just, I don't know, to me the gloves just don't work at all. The shade of the helmet, again, you can see it's off there. The next image I have, which is the last one, I think this one is the best that we can really tell that the pants are just a completely different shade of blue than the jersey. And actually in this photo, the socks, the blue in the socks, the dark blue rather, doesn't look like it matches the jersey either. It might just be the lighting on that one, but the pants definitely do not match. I noticed that during the game when they wore it, and of course the helmet as well. So it's the same issue that plagued the Montreal Canadiens for this one. They didn't have the correct shade of blue pants, or I can't even remember what color the pants were, to be completely honest. I think they were blue, but it was the wrong shade. I remember that, and I remember being critical for it, and a lot of people online were being critical for it as well. So I think, man, if you're going to do this and you're going to do a full uniform, if you're not going to do a lot with the jersey and just change the color essentially from red to light blue, at least put a little bit of effort into the rest of the uniform. So I am a little bit disappointed with the Montreal Canadiens on this. I want to go back to the first full image here that we see of it hanging in the locker. So my initial ranking was 7.9 out of 10. regardless of everything that I just complained about, I like the way the jersey looks. The uniform looks so good on the ice. Like, it looks really, really good. We don't get a lot of that light blue, that baby blue, sky blue. We don't get enough of that in the NHL. It's a beautiful jersey. It's a beautiful uniform. They looked amazing on ice in the game. I'm so happy with the way that they looked from a distance. Up close, you start to notice a couple of things being wrong. But then it's not retro. I think that's the main thing. So I think 7.9 out of 10 was a little bit generous, actually. So we'll give it a 7 out of 10. There's not really much retro going on. Maybe even a 6 out of 10, honestly. We'll drop it down to there. From a uniform perspective, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the same range. Like, I'm so conflicted because I really like the way it looks. It's just a couple of details that they just could have gotten right. So I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about this one. So, 7 out of 10, we'll say, on average between the jersey and the uniform. But I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. This is my favorite team. I talk about all teams here on this channel, but my Montreal Canadiens, they are my favorite team. So I'd be really curious to hear your opinion of my favorite team, their reverse retro, down below in the comment section. If you got a couple minutes, of all the jerseys in the league, this is the one I'd really like your time for. How do you feel objectively about this jersey? If you're a Leafs fans, put that behind you. If you're a Bruins fans, put it behind you. Objectively and unbiasedly, let me know what you think of the Montreal Canadiens jersey. Would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you are new to this channel, I would love it if you could hit the subscribe button and join the family here. And I will talk to you very soon in a video. Adios.